This is going to be fun, I hope. My project today. I'm going to replace a camera on the truck. So I've got the Ford 350 2019, and it's got 5 cameras on it. 5 cameras. There's like one under each mirror, and then there's one right here in the front. And then there's the tailgate, and it gives you this 360 view. Oops, right here. It gives you this 360 view when you are parking and such. It's really great, so you can see. I'll show you inside here what I'm talking about. You probably already have it anyway, so big deal. But it's that one up there that I'm going to replace. These have all been replaced because of a recall Ford had. Great truck, I love the truck, but the cameras are really crappy, and they all eventually fogged over, and you couldn't see very well out of them. So those 4 cameras, left, right, front, and back, were all replaced with this recall, but they wouldn't replace that one, and I've never liked it because, well, I'm going to show you what. Video quality on the cameras has ever been very good, and like I said, you probably have better quality in your newer truck. But the front view of the camera, at least, is readable, you know, and I can, when I need to use it, it's clear enough to use. But the bed camera has always been really a pain to me. I'm hoping that you can see in this video, because, you know, when you try to start recording emergency video. That's my dash cam. Thinks I'm having an accident, I guess. When you try to record a video off of a monitor, it doesn't show up. But it's not very clear. I've never been able to see the hitch very clearly, which has been a problem. And then there's this distortion because it's an angled view. So I got this replacement camera from Custom Solutions Pacific Northwest out of Washington. And it's basically, well, they say it's a plug and play. And this will be the real test. As you guys know that I am not the DIY guy. But this is what it looks like, just this little camera. I got the cover on it still here. Let me see if that comes off easily. There you go. So supposedly that is just going to go right inside of there without any trouble. They even sent me a little tool to take the screws off. So that's what we're doing today, and we'll see if it works, and it makes a big difference. You saw what the quality looked like before, so now we'll replace the camera and we'll take another look, see if it was worth the money. Housing off. You can easily use a flathead. I don't know if you can see in there or not, or you can use the star type. And so we're going to pop that off, and then we'll skip to the next step. I'll show you that. Okay, so once you get those 4 screws out, then this just comes off. Kind of scared me a little bit because it was suctioned on there or something, and I popped it. I thought it was going to go flying. But next we're going to just disconnect this guy here, and you have to do that just by pinching a tab, and the same thing with the camera. And I can't do that while I'm holding this, so I'll show you that when I'm done. So actually maybe I can by putting the camera up there. So anyway, somewhere there should be a little tab to pinch. I'm not sure where that looks like. Right there. There we go. So that's for the brake lights, okay? And then this one, leverage it up. Okay, so now we're disconnected. All right. Now I got a couple of screws right in here. Hope I got the camera angled right. That I got to get off using this little tool that they gave me. Okay. These look like they might actually be metal, so we'll see. Maybe they'll stick. Oh, they did. Cool. I guess you want to be kind of careful not to lose the screw inside of this thing. I'm sure you could probably somehow get it out, but I'm kind of holding it in place like that, and then I'm trying to dump it out gracefully into the pan here that you can't see. Oh, that's because it's not loose yet. There we go. Okay, success with that. Now I'm going to try to get this out of here. And I guess, oh, there we go. Give it a little shove from that side. Be careful. It's got to come underneath there. So let's see if I can pull that out. Okay. I did it. Okay. And here's my new camera. Make sure that they look the same. They're a little bit different. You see, one's horizontal and one's vertical. So the tabs still should match. I just have to twist the connector to make it fit on there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy out. And pop this guy in. Well, this one's got tabs built onto it. Doesn't look like I need that. This one's got the tabs already on it. So there you go. All right, let me try to get that on, but I don't think I can. Okay, so I can film at this point. I got the screws in here, and I can tell that this is really cheesy plastic. You still use that word, cheesy? And I am a little bit nervous that as I snug these down, something doesn't break. You know how it is when you work on your truck, and your little plastic things, and everything always seems to break. Oops, and I didn't get it seated in there straight, so I'm gonna have to back it out and do it again here. So also I found, like a lot of things, that when you're putting this camera in, it's really hard to get it seated in here exactly straight. You have to kind of go back and forth between these, tightening that one a little, tightening that one a little bit, because otherwise it goes in cockeyed. So anyway, let me get to the next step here. So if you're smarter than me, you'll know that I just wanted to get this up here before I put all the screws in and tighten anything down, to make sure that the view was actually going to be really good and straight, because if anybody could get that in crooked, it would be me. But I got it right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get it fastened back down, and then I'll give you a view. So one more thing too, and I already mentioned this about this stuff being so brittle. So I'm not going to tighten these down very good. I'm holding this thing really loose so that when I hit, it stops. This thing will go really slow, but I think you just need to feel it. You know what I'm saying? If you tighten it down too hard, you know what's going to happen. You're going to hear that plastic snap, and I'm always so nervous about that when I'm working on automobiles, because the plastic they use on automobiles is the cheesiest plastic ever. So anyway, there we are. We're snug down. We're installed. You remember what it looked like, so let's go take a look from inside, okay? Okay, I think that you can remember what the camera looked like, the view looked like before. That's just obviously the front camera, but you remember how blurry the bed camera was, and it would be real difficult to hitch up. And now look at it. Look at how clear that is. Number one, I don't have that real bad curve in the bed of the truck. And number two, I mean, I can really actually see the hitch. One thing you'll notice that's missing, doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it's kind of nice, but that little dotted line that you get from Ford, yeah, you're not going to get that. But I'll take that trade-off any day for how clear that is. So there you go. I will put information about the manufacturer of the camera in the description of this video. And it really literally did only take me probably 7 minutes to do this. So I make jokes about me being being a DIY guy, and it's fairly true, but I can do some stuff. But point is no matter what your skill level, you can do this. But it is Pacific Solutions Northwest, and I can't remember for sure where they're from, but I'll see if I can find it on here. They're just over in Washington, and it's just a little family-owned business of making better cameras. So anyway, hope you found this video useful or helpful. If you have a older Ford truck, if you have a newer one, I guess, I don't know what your cameras are like, but if you have an older one, I know your cameras aren't so great, you might consider that. So anyway, see you next time.